Hello students, good morning to all. How are you? I think you are safe and fine. Children, in my last classes I provided some PDF materials. Now I am going to discuss or analyze some topic mentioned here. Although you have understood French Revolution outbroke or started in 1789, but I have discussed about the causes of French Revolution. There are many causes, the political causes and social, economic, intellectual. So already it has been discussed, no need to verify. Just I am giving slight information about some outbreak of the revolution. Children, in last videos I sent some materials about the Society of France. Children, if we discuss about French society, it is comes under social cause. French society was divided into three classes called states or group. First state, they were clergy or church officials. Their Catholic church means in France there are two types of church. So Catholic and Roman Catholic and Protestant. Anyway, so Catholic church officials, they are coming under clergy. And second state consists of nobility and aristocracy. As you know, second class or second state, they are nobility and aristocracy. That means they are those who are called very VIPs. Third state, that bourgeois, that means big businessmen, merchants, court officials, lawyers, peasants, artisan, landlord, labor servant. That means all the common people, they are in third states. Children, the first state, only 1% out of total population, only 1% of population, they are in first state. And they own or they possess 10% of total land. If the population percentage is 1%, but the land share is 10% out of total land, they don't pay any taxes and all the higher cost is given to them. This is first state. And second state, 3% of the population, more than first state, they possess or own 20% of the land. Total land, out of the total land, their percentage is 20%. And they don't pay any taxes, but they control government and live off collected tax money, and whatever the tax is collected, it is the shared between clergy, nobility and king, and they are in the government post. Children, I have told you third state, 95% of population, they are coming under third state. Almost all people, they don't have share or they no say in the government, means they don't have share in the government. All types of taxes are paid by only the people of third state. Now my question is here. So first state and second state, they enjoy all types of privilege. This is why. So they are called privileged class. And whereas third state, they are called unprivileged class. So now, if I discuss about political cause of French Revolution, first cause will be the administration or rule of Louis XVI. Children, it is very interesting thing. France was ruled by a series of despotic rulers. They are called Louis. And Louis XVI, so he came to power in 1774. And as you know, the Louis king belongs to Bourbon family. And at the time of accession means, so ascending the throne in 1774, Louis XVI was at age of 20, and at that time the treasury of France was very much empty. That means France has wasted its money or financial help to many countries. This is why the treasury of France had become empty. And at that time, he married. So, Austrian princess, she was Mary Antoinette. As you know, Austria at that time was a very powerful kingdom or country in Europe. And it was, you might have heard the name of Maria Theresa, and Mary Antoinette was the daughter of Maria Theresa. And she was Austrian princess, and she was very arrogant lady. And so it is very interesting fact that she needed 500 servants for her personal work. That means when she married to Louis XVI, at that time treasury was empty, and after her marriage to Louis XVI, so there was much need of fund or capital or money. This is why Louis XVI wanted to impose the new taxes. So at that time, I have told you children, so to impose tax, the king has to call a meeting of the States General. What is called States General? I have told earlier, States General is a political body consisting of the representative of three states. That means all the three states, suppose first state, second state and third state, they send their representative to a political body or organization that is called States General. And whenever king wants to impose new tax, so at that time he has to call the meeting of State General. But it is a matter of fact that the king had only called the meeting for the last time. It was in 1614, because at that time for the last time it was called meeting 1614. After that, now 1789, now king has decided to call a meeting of States General. Children, why did king call the meeting of States General? Because the treasury was very much empty. And so why it was empty, I have told you earlier. So at that time, Louis kings, they had supported financially to America against the Britain. Against Britain means, so at that time there was a war between France and Britain. There are not good relation. France and Britain, they are very rivalry to each other. This is why, so Britain ruled the 13 colonies of America, which is now called so United States of America, whose president is Donald Trump. You know very well. This United States of America earlier is called America. And this America, you can say, earlier it was only 13 colonies. And that 13 colonies was ruled by Britain. And there was no good relationship with Britain and France. This is why when America 13 colonies wanted to fight against Britain, France helped to 13 colonies by financing as well as by sending the soldiers. This is why treasury has become empty. So now money is needed for the maintenance of army, so extravagant court, and this is why king wanted to impose the new tax. So when king called the meeting of States General on 5th May, so 1789, at that time Louis XVI called meeting, and there was voting system. And as per the voting system, each state has one vote. But now the third state people, the representative of third state, they demanded no. So voting should be best or conducted as per one person one. Complete.